Hi you all, this is Rosa with Deer Families, and I'm here with Shae and her son. Let me find Shae for you real quick. Here she is. And I'm going to move into another spot where the sun is not. So I want to give you all an update on Shae's baby over here. I don't know if you can tell in this view, but one of his ears is hanging to the side, and for the last few days I have seen this. Oh my gosh. Hi buddy. Looks like Shae is getting courted by this buck. He's been courting her for about a week now, and leaving his scent marking all over the area here. So I don't want to disturb them, but while they're in my yard, I really wanted to share this update on her baby. I don't know if you can tell, his ear is giving him trouble. One of them, he can only get to stand up a little if his head is down, otherwise it's flopped to the side, which is very unusual. He's normally had total control over his ear. There's construction in the background. I don't know. Y'all might be able to hear that in the video. But I wanted to capture that. I don't know if I'll see him later today. There he is with his mom. His right ear, it's just flopped to the side, and you can tell it's been injured. So I believe he was in a car accident. Let's see what this buck is doing. This family is part of a large wild whitetail deer herd that live in the green spaces that haven't yet been developed in this town. Unfortunately, their home is going fast. As you could probably hear the construction in the background. It's developing, but there are still some green spaces these animals live in. And they're surviving and adapting. Like here we're witnessing a buck courting Shae, which has been going on all week. So they're adapting to the development and living in neighborhoods instead of more countryside. Looks like a little bug is bothering him. He's a real sweet buck. He's been around here for a week. And the group of bucks he arrived with have all been hanging around. The young ones have been enjoying fruit snacks while he's older and mature and looking for his mate, which I believe is going to be Shae, because he's been behind her chasing her all week long. And she lets him get pretty close most of the time. Here she is over here. So anyway, I want to get back to my update. He's been, the last 2 days, shown lots of signs that he was in a car accident. He's had sore legs, and the only severe injury I'm noticing is his ear, but being a prey animal and being able to hear is very significant. So I want to let you all know that he's on the mend after an accident, and I hope you all can keep him in your prayers for full recovery. I'm not sure if he has had hearing loss, if he had a huge hit to his head that was strong enough to cause his ear to flop over. It's very possible he's had some hearing loss, so I pray that's not the case, and I pray he has a complete recovery. I think it happened 3 days ago because he didn't travel with his family for one day. In the last 2 days, he showed up with his family. He was missing for a day, and I believe they left him in a covered area where he could rest undisturbed. I imagine he had a concussion from the accident, and because he was just, it's the first time I've not seen him traveling with his family, first day. So then when he did show up, he showed up with his ear flopped down, not standing up straight, and you can tell one of his ears he's able to rotate, but the one that's flopped down is not. It's not able to rotate. He can move it a little, but he does not have full range of motion anymore. So please keep him in your prayers that his hearing was not damaged and that he will have a full recovery. This is day 3 since I believe it happened, and he's doing great for day 3. The last 2 days he was shaking his legs a lot and showing signs of them being sore and stiff. They're looking a lot better today. I wasn't sure what was going on, so I was trying to observe him better before making this update for you all. But I'm fairly certain he's been injured, and it looks like he was hit by a car. Look at this bug. He sat down over here. Isn't he sweet? He arrived chasing her, but he's decided to settle in. It's such a sweet guy. Sweet bug. The group he's been traveling with look an awful lot like they could be his sons. They look really similar to him, and they're very sweet. They come to me for fruit snacks while he's been courting Shae. So he's a very, like all of the deer I've met, all the wild whitetail deer I've met here, they're very, very sweet. Let's see if we can zoom in on him. I apologize if the lighting is not good. I can't see too well because the sun's shining in my eyes. Let's see. I think this might help. So, yeah, I heard him in the background. I wanted to share this view of this beautiful buck with you all. And share the update on Shae's baby, who is recovering from being injured. Please keep him in your prayers. Before I end this video, I want to put a disclaimer out there. Since there's quite a bit of wildlife still in Texas, I've gotten real familiar with my wildlife rehabilitation groups nearby and wildlife rescue groups, and they have all informed me, when you see an injured deer, and if they're still walking and they're still with their family, don't disturb them and try to catch them and separate them from their family to take them in for rehab, because the stress it would cause them being prey animals to be caught and separated from their families, because they're also family-oriented animals. It would be worse for their overall health than anything they could do for the animal, because these animals are miraculous healers and they can heal naturally in ways we people can't. They can lose a leg on a fence jump. There's been a lot of documentations on that, and been seen years later thriving, living full lives on 3 legs, and they healed on their own completely. So they're very strong animals, and a little bit like cats in their healing abilities. And it's for their overall well-being to not disturb them and let them heal naturally with the family support. Of course, they always say if the animal is in the road or on the side of the road and cannot get up and cannot follow its family anymore or move, definitely please do all you can to help them survive, and take them to the local wildlife rehabilitation group near you. And definitely don't attempt to rehabilitate them yourself. There's a lot of training that goes along into it, and it's against the law to hold wildlife captive. You have to have a license for it, a license for being a wildlife rehabber. Lots of training goes into it, and that's just not something you want to do. But just want to throw that disclaimer out there. I'm not going to try and catch Shae's baby and take him to a rehab group, because they've all advised me, for deer in particular, that is not a good idea unless they're not able to move in the family. They can't stay with their family. Then please do step in and take them to your local wildlife rescue / rehabilitation organization. So I hope this video captured this buck. The sun is strongly shining into my eyes, so I don't know what kind of view I've been getting. I'm kind of blinded. And please do keep Shae's baby in your prayers for a full recovery. Pray he did not lose his hearing, and that he'll be able to move his ear fully again. And I want to put out there that I'm grateful that's the only injury he sustained. Most of the babies are not alive after car accidents, so I feel confident he's going to be fine, but definitely prayers are needed. And I hope you all are having a great day and enjoying the wildlife and the nature in your areas. Bye from Rosa with Deer Families and this sweet buck.